Hey guys, if you're a new friend, welcome to my channel, and if you're an old friend, welcome back. So today I'm going to be starting a new series that I am going to call Worth the Splurge. Makeup can get really expensive, and there are lots of cheaper drugstore brands that are upping their quality, improving their ingredients, and are comparable to those brands at Sephora. Can you guys hear my neighbor's dog? Like, they are going crazy across the street and it's driving me nuts because I can't do anything about it, but they are just losing their poo right now. Anyways, it's worth investigating whether or not these cheaper brands perform similar to the higher end ones to see whether it's worth the splurge or not. If there's a cheaper product out there that performs similar to the high-end one, I want to know, and I'm sure you guys do too. So if you're interested in seeing this inaugural episode, then keep on watching because it's coming up next. Today I'm going to be talking about the Chocolate Elixir palette from Makeup Revolution, or I Heart Makeup if you're from across the pond, and Modern Renaissance by Anastasia Beverly Hills. This one is $42 with 14 shades, and this one contains 16 shades for $15. So Chocolate Elixir really attempts to recreate everything that people love about the Anastasia Beverly Hills Modern Renaissance palette, which I appreciate. I love the fact that Makeup Revolution dupes popular palettes for people at a lower price mark because, you know, if I'm a teenager, if I'm a college student, I just might not be able to afford Modern Renaissance price point at $42, and $15 is a lot more appealing to me. Like, you can really get your feet wet, test out shadows with this palette. The things that really stand out to me about Modern Renaissance are its blendability, its versatility, pigmentation, and longevity. So while I did find that Chocolate Elixir excelled at blendability and versatility, I felt like it was kind of lacking in the pigmentation and longevity areas. You can kind of see why this palette has a lot of versatility because it's essentially the same colors as Modern Renaissance. Like, if I put up a picture of the two palettes together, they pretty much look very similar. So in that regard, it has the same versatility as Modern Renaissance. It has a lot of gorgeous, neutral, warm shades, and then a couple of these pops of color. I was also really impressed with how blendable this eyeshadow was. Like, I was a little bit skeptical when I first pulled it out, but the shadows are very powdery and move really well on your skin with a brush. So I very much appreciated that when it came to Chocolate Elixir. I was very impressed with a lot of the pigmentation in Chocolate Elixir. I do feel like some of the Chocolate Elixir shadows weren't quite as pigmented as the Modern Renaissance ones. Most notably Luxe, which is the love letter in Chocolate Elixir. Luxe is a rosy pink, like a bluish pink, and it's just not really even similar. Like, it's the only thing that it has in common with Love Letter is that they're both pink, but they both have different undertones. And so some of the colors in the Chocolate Elixir palette aren't really similar to those in the Modern Renaissance palette. Like, they're just kind of different. My own is the Venetian Red of Chocolate Elixir, and as you can see, it definitely does not have as much pigmentation as Venetian Red. And it even seems like a slightly different color to me. Similar to Luxe and Love Letter, Venetian Red and My Own just aren't really the same color. They don't really give you the same effect when you apply them to your eye. Like, if I tried to do an eye look using both of those colors from the different palettes, like, they wouldn't look the same at all. But Venetian Red and My Own are similar in that they have similar undertones. Girl Boss is the Real Girl of Chocolate Elixir, and that one is a little bit lighter than Real Girl. I'm looking at the two palettes right now with the like little name sheet over the Chocolate Elixir shadows. Side Chick is the Cypress Umber of Chocolate Elixir, and that one is really struggling when it comes to pigmentation. It does allow you to, like, really what I use Cypress Umbers for is to help me deepen up colors, make them a lot darker. Side Chick does allow you to do that. It's just not as pigmented as Cypress Umber. As you can see in the swatch, it just doesn't have as much color payoff. Chocolate Elixir does have two colors that are not found in the Modern Renaissance palette, which I thought was interesting. Those colors are Backup and Independent. I do feel like Makeup Revolution has come a long way with their palettes. The shadows in Chocolate Elixir are very blendable. They don't have as much kick up as Modern Renaissance, but you know, not that many other high-end shadows do. The kick up in Modern Renaissance, I feel like adds to the its ability to be blendable, but Chocolate Elixir just doesn't have as much kick up, but it's still very blendable. The shadows are very powdery, and I really appreciated that. In terms of longevity, I feel like these shadows from Chocolate Elixir last on your eye with a good primer for about 8 or 9 hours, which I feel like is really respectable. Like, who is wearing their makeup out here for longer than 8 or 9 hours? Like, honestly, if you're wearing your makeup for that long, your pores are going to be screaming at you. But compared to Modern Renaissance, whose shadows last for like 12, 14, 16 hours, it's a little bit disappointing. But like I said, you don't really need to be wearing your eyeshadow for that long anyway. I was very impressed with how blendable it was when it came to brushes. I'm very pleased with how well it performed. I feel like this palette is really good for younger people or people who are just beginning with makeup, want to test the waters with eyeshadows but don't want to spend a ton of money on a high-end brand. I definitely feel like Chocolate Elixir would be good to give to a beginner or someone who's not quite comfortable with eyeshadow but is interested in still trying things out. That way they can get a good idea of how to work with eyeshadows without spending a ton of money. In my opinion, you guys, I really feel like it is. Modern Renaissance is just so classic, and it really changed the industry in terms of eyeshadow products. So it really just can't be beat by anything out there. Like, even high-end eyeshadow palettes like Naked Heat from Urban Decay, like the Toasted eyeshadow palette from Tarte, I just feel like they don't even compare to Modern Renaissance. So it's really asking a lot for a $15 eyeshadow palette to compare to Modern Renaissance, but I think in terms of what all it brings you and for the price point, it does a really good job. If you're interested in saving money and you're willing to compromise on some of the longevity and pigmentation that comes from Modern Renaissance, then definitely go ahead and pick up Chocolate Elixir. In that regard, I do feel like it's not worth the splurge. Like, Chocolate Elixir might beat Modern Renaissance for you. I do feel like sometimes it's hard to say what's worth the splurge and what's not gonna be worth the splurge, just because what costs a lot of money to me might not cost a lot of money to you. But if you are really interested in saving your coins and getting a bargain, then definitely Chocolate Elixir is going to beat Modern Renaissance, and it's not worth the splurge. So that's all that I have for you guys today. Please go ahead and let me know what you thought about this video. If you enjoyed it, give it a big old thumbs up. If you thought that I could improve in some other ways, then please let me know ahead in the comments. If you guys have tried the Chocolate Elixir palette, let me know what you think. I really am enjoying this palette. But yeah, so let me know what you guys think about this series. Maybe give me some suggestions on what products you would like me to compare next. I have a couple of ideas. I've also been writing for a digital magazine called commonpolish.com, where I'm also going to be talking about products that are worth the splurge. So if you're interested in seeing it in a digital format, like if you can't watch YouTube videos at work, I totally understand, girl. I'm the same way. Go ahead and check out commonpolish.com. I'll give you guys a link. And that's going to be it for today. I'm so glad you guys watched. If you haven't already, please make sure you go ahead and subscribe, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye. Oh, but wait, if you all are really enjoying my makeup, I enjoyed my makeup so much today. Like, I honestly cannot stop looking at my skin and this eyeshadow, then definitely go ahead and check out the tutorial that I did for this look. I was filming it obviously before I filmed this, so it should be up sometime soon. I'll put a little card in the, I'll put a little card for the video up here somewhere. One of these locations. But yeah, go ahead and check that out, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!